Alright, well, I have a customer coming in. So when he comes in, I'm going to turn the camera off. But if anybody's watching, I'm not in the chat right now. Hang on. Put this over here. I am live. Alright, they're coming in.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, what's
Sorry
up?
for the sudden announcement.
Alrighty. All right, there's the audio. Danny, David R, Batman, Eli, what's going on? Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry about that. I had a good customer come in and brought his friend with him from college. Come check the place out. Just bought Fire Emblem Awakening on 3DS. I got this Brother printer. Checking this thing out. See how it prints out DS covers. Or 3DS covers. I was going to stream RE0, but then this kid called, so I had to come down here. So RE0, that will happen at some point. Maybe later tonight. I don't know. Depending on how I feel. Podcast is tonight. We're going to be on at 9:30 again. I'm going to try to be on early for you guys. So I'm checking this printer out for the first time. I hooked it up about a month ago. Well, I'm printing a cover out now, finally. If this works out, I got a couple more covers to print. Really like the atmosphere. The atmosphere is good. Just the game sucks because the game you have to keep switching back and forth. You have to keep setting if you're a team or not. It's a pain in the ass. The podcast tonight is our podcast on this channel. So we'll be here tonight at 9:30. This cuts everything off. This cuts off the sides. Whatever. This person's going to get it like this because I'm not printing another one out. I have to download Undercover XP or whatever the hell it's called. Cover XP. Print this out. I don't charge extra for the printed out copies. So we have Pokemon Sun loose, but I'd rather put it in a case so people see we have it. I don't charge extra money. I charge it at the same price as the loose price when I print these out. So people aren't paying more money even though I'm wasting ink. But it sells the game quicker because a lot of times people don't look in the case because they think, oh, those are the crappy games. It's like, no, sometimes people trade games in without cases. Okay. This actually fits. Might be a little too big though. Yeah. I'm gonna trim it a little bit. Trim it from the side. Trim it from the top a little bit. So far, so good, Danny. How about you? Woke up a little while ago, and this is still too big. here. Trim some of the DS part off. But the rest of it seems fine. I don't look as good, but whatever. It's got the price tag on it. So it's going to say what it's for anyway. Alright, there you go. Not the greatest, but it'll do. Not wasting the ink. Yeah, I'm not too happy with that being cut, but what are you going to do? I don't want to throw it away and waste that ink. It's a brand new printer, so I have a program inside I'm going to have to install in here called Undercover XP, where you drag the art into the little cutout area and it formats it perfectly, so that's okay. Noof was awesome on his channel. Yeah, it was great last night. It was awesome being on there. It always is. Always appreciate going on Noof Nukem show. Appreciate Noof Nukem. He had me on one time, and he's like, "Hey, you keep coming back," and he keeps inviting us, so that's great. The show was good. It was really good. Anthony did a lot of the talking, which is good. I kind of felt when I talked, I came off a little stupid because I just agreed with everybody because I mean Anthony and Fred basically said what I felt, so. But that's all right. Where is the, here, let me scan this. Yeah, okay. Just print the label. I watched Drew's podcast but fell asleep before Mike's later. Yeah, I gotta check Mike's stuff out. Usually what I do is, I'm not even kidding, I have both Noof and Mike on at the same time in my tabs. And I go back and forth. But they're both like open at the same time. But that's how I'm able to be in both the chats at the same time. But when I'm on, like I was on Mike's show, so I missed Noof's show. So last night I was on Noof's show and I missed Mike's show. But I try to balance it out when I'm not a guest. Alright, cool. So you got the game. Ready to go. So GameStop raised the price of the used PS4s now. Back to $459. So people were giving me shit for selling the PS4s for $459. Because I said, if you buy a PS4, I'm sorry, PS5. If you buy the PS5 for $459, I'll give you $20 off Spider-Man 2. Brand new game. You don't have to buy it, but if you decide that you need Spider-Man 2, I'll give you $20 off for buying that thing. Wow, people were leaving me, oh, this isn't a deal. How dare you ask for more money than the bundle on Amazon? Oh, the bundle's the same price. And it's new, blah, 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 right? I was like, but the bundle comes with a code. And I'm not offering a bundle. I'm offering the machine. If you decide you buy the machine and say, oh, whoa, wait a minute, do you have Spider-Man 2? Yeah, I'll give you $20 off. I was the bad guy. But now GameStop is selling there for $459, and they can sell whatever games they want, even though they're in a bundle already. That's okay though, right? But the little guy can't do that. These fucking people are stupid. Bro, that's like saying I can't sell Mario Kart and a Switch because there's a Mario Kart Switch bundle out there. It's like, dude, I'm not selling a bundle, number one. And number two, people can buy whatever they want. If somebody buys a Switch from me and they're about to walk out the door, oh, wait a minute, do you have Mario Kart? I'm not going to say, you know what? Return me the Switch, take the money, and go buy the Mario Kart bundle at Best Buy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Because number one, if they're buying a used Switch, they're saving $40 anyway. More than that. But they're on, I have them on sale right now for $199 to Switch. Just to get rid of them. It's like you're not allowed to have options anymore. You know what I mean? These are people just fucking with me, but, you know, their logic behind screwing with me, like, doesn't even make sense. Excuse me. Nah, they're dumb. You know what we found out? That those people that were doing that, they were big fans of the store by Frank's house. And that guy's been fucking with me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't mess with anybody. I don't talk to anybody. So it seems like that those were his little crony friends messing around. Which, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. People are going to do that. It's just like, why me? Why does everyone bother me? You look at me. I'm not Brad Pitt. Man, don't you have better things to do? I have Switches, Danny. I have 3 of them for $199. Then I have a brand new Fortnite Switch. I don't even know how much that is. I have to get up and look. They all come with the cables. They all come with the dock. The used ones. And I give out free cases, free hard cases for the used ones. I got a ton of Switch games. I just don't have the new Mario game, but I have all the other games. I got 3D All-Stars, I got Odyssey, I got Breath of the Wild, I got Tears of the Kingdom, I got Bayonetta, I got Smash, I got limited run games. I think I got Mario Kart in the closet. Which, if I have Mario Kart in the closet, I gotta bring it out here. My wife probably sold that. I got Ninja Turtle. I got a bunch of used Switch games. I got everything. Except for Mario Wonder. We had it. We sold them all. Alright, good. So I'm going to throw this on the shelf. Pokemon Sun. I'm unplugging this fucking machine. Alright, what's going on here? Alrighty.
I bought this like a couple days right before Christmas. So
Uh-huh.
we got it home. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work?
No, I'm not sure if it's just the cable maybe.
Okay.
Because the light turns on red,
Uh-huh.
but I get nothing onto the display.
Okay, I'll test it out. Let's see what's going on here. Turn this off. I thought the guy had a laptop. Guy came in. He bought an N64 around Christmas time from us. He's like, it doesn't work. I plugged it in, fired right up. He's like, what happened? How'd you get that to work? I was like, sometimes the cartridges get dirty and it doesn't come up. But also, he has two HD TVs. I don't know how old they are. Sometimes when you plug in the N64 into those TVs, depending on how old they are, the signal, the analog to digital, or the analog to the digital television, sometimes the signal doesn't catch. Oh, I was a fucking idiot. I could have sold him that. I totally forgot I had those. Anyway. So I plugged it into this monitor here. And there you go. Fired right up. And he was like, oh, how you get that to work? Blah, blah. And I told him, sometimes the cartridges just get dirty. And then you don't get a picture. But he seemed like he was pissed. Like he was ready to like... Because he was returning it. So he was like ready for me to go, well, I'm not taking it back. And I was like, all right, let's test it. See what's up. And he was happy when he left, so... I forgot I had these. I would have just sold him one. HDMI, AV to HDMI. But he might not need it. So let's see what he says. If he comes back. So it's actually good I didn't sell him that. This might be his cartridges are dirty. Pokemon Sun. What's going on, chat room? Everybody's hanging out? Okay. Alright, I did pretty good today. I have one of the NCAA games that goes for money. I just don't have a case for it. So again, I can print the case out for it. Milfman, what's going on in the chat, buddy? Milfman, there's a rumor going around, Milfman, that I'm going to be podcasting on my old wrestling podcast this Thursday night, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a rumor or not. I'll drop you that link in the chat. Just give me a second. Wow, what a dick. Are these still the guys that, hold up, let me mute the mic. Bro, so me and Nick created a wrestling podcast 10 years ago. And some guy just came along and he stole our name and everything. It's fucking ridiculous. This got 4 subscribers. Is this our show? Hold on. There were so many people stealing our fucking shit and reposting it. Let me see. Hang on. Bro, they even ripped off our pop culture channel. Jesus Christ, these guys. We don't even come up because we've been out for so long. There we go. Milkman, subscribe to the Real Cheap Pop. So there you go. JB Zombie, subscribe to Cheap Pop Inc. RWK, what's up? Milkman, subscribe to Cheap Pop Inc. That's our wrestling channel. That's the real Cheap Pop, not this bullshit. We started this channel in, what was it, 2013? Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, it's just, that's our wrestling channel. Because we do gaming here, so. Yes, Alchemist. Just sub. Thanks, Beck. Yeah, there's a rumor on Thursday we're going to go live. Thursday night, so get ready for that. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, and this is probably going to be covered on Thursday. WWE is partnering with TNA. And it's going to be announced on Thursday. So after the big news, there's a rumor Cheap Pop's going to go live. Just saying. If I were you, I wouldn't miss it. I can't believe people stole our fucking name and made a whole... There's like 3 channels called Cheap Pop Podcast. We were the first ones. We bought the website. We still own the website, too. I pay for that shit every year. So we have fucking proof that we were... Plus we have all the old videos still. Alright, so I got NCAA 13. And this goes for money. You just got to print the case out. It's in pretty good condition. Invasion 2.0. I don't know about that. I think it's WWE's way of... You know how like AEW is always partnering with New Japan? I think that's WWE's way of getting back at them. So there's a pay-per-view that WWE owns called Worlds Collide. It's an old pay-per-view from back in the day. Well, they own the rights to it now. So they're going to do WWE Worlds Collide featuring TNA Impact Wrestling or TNA Wrestling. They changed their name again to TNA. So yes, subscribe to our wrestling channel. I will be there. All right, King. Awesome. WWE just sent Regal's kids to All Japan. All right, so now that that's out of the way, check out that channel, subscribe, because or else you're gonna miss a cool live stream, possibly. I see you guys already subbed, so thank you, appreciate that. We went from 275 to 279. I just changed the logo and the background and everything. I made the layouts last night. And I'm going to be getting all the new stories together tonight for that. So, still subbed. You didn't get an invite. I put the link in the chat, man. I'll put it in here again. Okay, so for Cheap Pop, there's not going to be any guests. It's just going to be me and my co-host, which you don't even know who that is. So, we're revving that shit back on. So, it looks like Eli, you're going to be roommates with Jesus because he's coming here for the Rumble. You guys either might stay here or you might stay in the basement. It depends. But, there you go. You can share wrestling stories with him before he goes, before you go to freaking Japan again. We're back driving and listening. All right, yeah. Take your time, Danny. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for like another 2 hours anyway. NCAA Football 13. I have cases inside. It's hot in here. Put the heat on. It's like I need the heat on, but I need like airflow. Alright, so NCAA Football 13. How much is that going for? Disc only. Does anybody know? Let me check it out. Bro, that guy with the N64, he was looking for a fight. Like, he was looking for me not to take that shit back. That's why you always test stuff. The guy brought it and said it doesn't work. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I know it works because I don't put it out unless it works. So, you know, he said, all right, what happened? Oh, there's no picture on the screen. I hooked it right up, turned right on. And then that's when the guy, like, calms down and he's like, hey, how'd you get that to work? All right. So we got. Let's go to these sites here. See how much this game goes for. NCAA 13. Xbox 360. Loose price $30.54. Complete. All right, so it dropped. Complete's $38. All right, well, hey, that's one site. Let's see. We got to check the other site over here. Let's try this. Yeah, let's go to United States only. And then sold. What are you doing? Wow, complete in boxes. I'm never going for that much. Wow, NCAA football 14 goes for one bid, $200, $555 shipping. Well, that's factory sealed though. Okay, I thought that was used. I know another wrestling podcast, what a friend of mine does. He's part of this stream group, MLG. Mike, Chris, and Peter are nice. That's awesome. That's how I started on YouTube back. I started a wrestling podcast. It wasn't a podcast. It was just me talking about wrestling in videos. And fun fact back, that original channel is how I met Anthony, Nick, Eli, Jeff, Jesus, hockey fan. Who else? Who am I forgetting here? Karai, what's up? Is Avatar worth buying or Prince of Persia? I would say don't buy either one. Save your money. Met like the whole crew basically by uploading a fucking video to YouTube. So the crew that we have now, it's all because of that. I uploaded a freaking video on YouTube back in 06. Nick and Anthony used to watch my wrestling show. But isn't Avatar good? Not according to its VB. He streamed it and he didn't like it. And he streamed it for like 6 hours. So this game here, disc only. Okay, so 14 complete in box goes for $100. But disc only for 13. Man, this game doesn't sell for shit. The disc only for 14 went for 100. Holy shit. Alright, 13. The hell with 14. Disc only is $32.99. Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea. A rough range. I should have sold it years ago, but I didn't realize it was in the book and I had no case for it. Graphically, Avatar is a beautiful game, but I think it's boring. Wrestling definitely makes friends. That's awesome. No, it always does. It always does. Wrestling and games. So far, I make a lot of friends like that. Push my mirror in, right? Wrestling more than gaming, but yeah. Oh, and Sean, Kenny Omega guy, he just came in. He was looking at games. He's like, oh, these WWE games. And then we start talking about wrestling, and forget it. The guy's like part of this whole crew now. You can make internet weirdo friends that call the shop. Yeah, I know. The tractors are also breaking too. I'm gonna stop messing with you about that because you know what, man. Even though like we're joking, have a good time, that's kind of not funny. So I apologize. All right. Let's download the case for NCAA. So again, one more time. If you want to talk about if you want to hear me talk about wrestling, subscribe to my channel here. I just dropped it in the chat. Consoles, Xbox 360. Close. They don't even have the case for it. Let's see. Google NCAA 13 Xbox 360 full cover art. Images. It's such a pain in the ass finding the box art. Let's just type in cover art. It sucks when you have to sit here and make cases. DVD cover Xbox 360. I'm not going through all this. Search NCAA. Nothing came up. Beautiful. The fuck is this thing? This sucks, man. I can't find a cover art for this. Can't find the full cover art. I found some bootleg one. Custom cover. There's some coach on it. It's not Madden. It's somebody else. Florida Gators cover somebody made. It's like, bro, can you upload the regular cover? What? What the fuck? $9:30. What is going on? Carlos, why are you timing out my fucking guys here? How long was he timed out for, Eli? $1.8 thousand seconds? How long is that? Why does this stream keep, like, going backwards? Frank, what's going on? You a fan of John Cena? Yeah, he's alright. Super thick skin. I had to keep laughing so I don't cry. I hear you. Frank, we're back Thursday. Resub. Frank, somebody actually stole the name and like made an actual show. And they get like no views. Fucking idiots. I never unsubbed. I always hoped you guys would come back. Well, we'll see if I have a new co-host. So, Frank, apparently WWE and TNA are doing a show together. MILF Man, if you're listening, which you probably are, I don't know why you were timed out by Carlos Cruz. Carlos has a fucking problem of always banning people by accident, and I don't know what the issue is. Carlos, if you're gonna fucking listen to the show, turn your screen off. Because this happens all the time. It even happens in Anthony's chat. He's always accidentally banning people. Milkman wasn't banned, he was just timed out for like... How long is 1.4k seconds? I love Carlos, but he's going to lose his modding privileges if he can't hold his phone right. They actually want to work with... Yeah, Vince McMahon's not involved anymore. They don't care. Let me tell you something, TNA hockey fan. What's going on? Well, hey, you might get a stream on Thursday night on Cheap Pops. I don't know, man. That's a rumor. That's a word going around the street. Yo, hockey, did you see? There's a guy... If you type in Cheap Pop Podcast, this channel comes up. And this guy has like, I don't know, 8 videos pretending like he's us. And then there's a cheap pop culture thing. And I'm like, bro, we created all that stuff. Man, you're lucky Nick didn't trademark that shit. We would have sued the shit out of everybody. DMCA's out the ass. But what are you going to do? We still have the proof. They made an off-brand version of it. Yeah, they stole the name. Which rumor is more likely, the podcast or January 25th? The podcasts. Who's the top guy in TNA? Matt Cardona? No, it's I think Chris Sabin, right? Isn't he the world champion over there now? When I went to Impact 1000 with these guys, he was world champion. The belt was bigger than him. No, it's not. This is some other fucking guy. Taste of your own medicine. Bro, I woke up and they say Xbox has a showcase at the end of the month. Why is it always at the end of the month? And like I was saying last night, I get what Noof was saying because he's right. I didn't even think of that. That, you know, they're not going to rush the games. I get that. But they have, internally, they have a lineup of what's coming out this year. If anything's coming out this year. Kind of like last year. They said Redfall is May, Starfield September, Forza's November or October. And they dropped Hi-Fi Rush. That was great. Beautiful. They told us last year what we were getting. That's what I'm saying, like now. They obviously have an idea of what's coming out this year. What do they have to show us? Like, can they just tell us, like, okay, May is going to be whatever. June's going to be whatever. Or July. Or September. You know what I mean? Just give us the rundown like you gave us last year. That would be cool. I was just trying to think of something different because Anthony and Fred already, you know, they already gave their ideas, and those were basically what I was thinking too. So I was like, what else can I say? Well, they should tell us. But yeah, Noof was like, you don't want them to rush it. He's right. He's 100% right. That's not what I was like thinking. But that's why I explained, well, you know, the lineup. So they literally have 6 episodes. I know. That's why I told Nick last night, because he's like, do you want to do it? I just gave away the host. Anyway, he goes, do you want to do this on Cheap Pop? And I was like, if you want to do it there, we'll do it there. I was like, are those idiots still around or whatever? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, fuck those guys. I was like, we did this show first. It's our show. We have the website. We have the proof. I mean, all the videos are still on the channel. They're just private. So if anybody tries anything to come after us, bro, that's a countersuit. Yeah, you know, if stuff gets pushed, we have an idea. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Carlos, he does it by accident. It's not on purpose. He's on his phone, and he's always playing with his phone, and he hits the buttons by accident. Sorry about that, Milkman. Milkman, join my my podcast channel. We're going live on Thursday. Rumor is Alex Shelley is the world champion. They started in 2017. You guys started in 2013. That's right. And I still own the website, by the way. I pay for that shit every year. Dude, we had to think of that name because every name we thought of was taken. Like, we gave people respect. We thought of our own name and we created the channel because that's what we wanted. And forget it. People just blatantly steal our shit like that. If you pay for the site, you're an IP holder. I subscribed. Awesome, Milkman. We'll see you there Thursday. Imagine if someone gets that. There's people that have been using that. That's okay. Look, it's not that I abandoned AOX, but I jumped into the gaming channel, and the gaming channel is just more popular. We're going to do AOX 20, man. It's coming up in 2 more years. We'll probably do a get-together for that. We should do like a meet and greet type thing, like a convention. You know what, Milkman? I didn't even know you were timed out until Eli messaged me. Because for some reason it didn't show up on my end. That's why Eli sent me the photo, because it didn't show up for some reason on my end. I thought Saban was a world champion. This guy was world champion when I was there. I mean, maybe he's not the world champion anymore. I don't know. That was when did I go there? October? September? I'll definitely try to make that. Yeah, we'll figure something out for that. RE2 Remake is coming to Game Pass. Yeah, I can't wait. I already have it, but I mean, I can't wait for people to play that game. Yeah, Milkman disappeared his messages. Yeah, I didn't see that. I was probably dealing with a customer when that happened. Eli told me. Yeah, that doesn't even come up here. Okay, wait. It says deleted by... Okay. Okay. I see it now. That was when I was dealing with the customer. Anthony, what's up? It's about time you and Nick set the wrestling fans straight with the podcast. Well, hopefully, let's see. He's got a lot to say tomorrow. Just a heads up, everybody. Nick might say shit that you don't like. Just cut the guy a break. It's all about entertainment. Every time you say Eli, I think of Metal Gear Solid V. Who the fuck is Nick? Nick was on our show, dumbass. Alex Shelley is the world champion. I told you. Why does nobody believe me? I didn't realize Fandango was in TNA. Yeah, he was there. Nobody cared. Minus the lack of zapping system in RE2 Remake, I can pick it up anytime and play the fuck out of it. Yeah, it's a great game. That was like the greatest remake at the time. Wrestling fans for a long time, so they know what they're talking about. Well, you have too, so. What's happening, Anthony? It was a great show last night. On Noob Channel, we did great. The King rocks. We are on the same page. I watched Noof this morning. Great show. It's cracking up. Dude, he had us dying last night. I was laughing so hard at one point that I started like tearing up and my glasses got all fogged. This podcast was a blast last night for sure. Yeah, man, it was great. It's always fun being on there. I was in tears. I got to rewatch the podcast with Noof because I missed parts of it. I was helping my mom. That's cool, man. Hopefully, you guys go back on Noof Nukem podcast again. Well, that was the third time I was on in the course of a couple of months. So I'm sure he'll have us back on. We're always there for him. If he needs us to jump on, we're around, man. Not like, a lot of these guys, they have you on and they're like, they don't want you on for like another year or two because they want to rotate guests. But a lot of these guys also, a lot of people cancel on them too. But hey, like, I'm always home. I'm always around. So if anybody needs anything, I'll help them out. What am I doing? They all were good last night, and Fred didn't embarrass me. Yeah, Anthony, you guys are killing it. What David R say? Teleporting lasers. Okay, I see what you're saying. If Uncle Dave Meltzer doesn't report you returning to wrestling podcast, I have a picture with Dave Meltzer. I met him in 2019. But, I mean, he doesn't like fat people, apparently, because I was the only fat guy that went up to him, and he didn't ask me my name. He asked like 40 people what their name was. I got up there. He just has a smile on his face, like, hello. I'm like, yeah, my name's Perry. I'm from Westchester. And he goes, Paul Heyman's from Westchester. And I was like, yeah, I know. Which is funny, because Dave grew up by where Frank lives, over in Poughkeepsie. You know that movie Hidden Figures with Kevin Costner? Dave Meltzer's dad was one of the guys that engineered that shit. The spaceship for that movie. In real life. You didn't know that? I'm not even kidding. Over in Fishkill, New York, I think they lived. He told the story once on the show. A lot of these wrestling guys think that Meltzer's like some fucking random guy. He's not. Like, he's been doing this stuff for a long time. He used to work for WWF at one point. Like, he's definitely got a resume. But ever since AEW started, man, I mean, he's been acting differently. I've never seen him simp over a fucking company like this before. I mean, he always simped over New Japan, but that's fine. The guy was excited. But for AEW, man, this guy is... All I heard was during the Punk thing, well, Punk threw the first punch. Who gives a shit? What happened? Oh, Punk threw the first punch. Who cares? Why did he throw the first punch? That's what I'm saying. Like, he'll say shit, but he doesn't give you the context. People are saying that they kicked the door in and they hit the dog. That's when Punk went over there and punched a motherfucker right in the face. But we'll never know, I guess, right? Punk's a cancer, right? That's why he's making millions of dollars in WWE every week. He's killing the company, everybody. He's ruined WrestleMania. Oh, man. Who's the bigger fanboy? Meltzer with the Cucamonga boys or Jeff with Kojima? Bro, if they could all have an orgy in the Tokyo Dome, they all would. So there's your answer. I've never heard of her. Who's her? He was even around back when Vince was on Donahue like 30 years ago. Yeah, I know. 1992 is 31 years ago. No, 32 years ago. The Rock taking Punk's spot 10 years later. Well, it ain't going to be Punk and Roman. It's going to be Punk and Seth, but it is funny how they cannot escape Dwayne. Here's the thing, Rock always teases these matches and he doesn't do them. Punk is a part-timer. That's the funny thing. I like how WWE promotes like, hey, he's not on, he'll be on next week. I don't like how they waited till 10 o'clock at night to tell you that. But I wasn't really paying attention to it anyway. I was streaming and I had it on in the background. Well, yeah, because Triple H was using that to get the young guys like motivated, and it backfired big time. So Rock came back in, what is it, 2013, 2012. Triple H was putting it in the locker room. Hey, you know, this guy's a part-timer. You don't want him here. He's taking your spot. And that ultimately backfired because all the guys ran with that shit and they all look stupid because as they get older, they need a part-time position. That was something Triple H created backstage, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, the guy might be doing good now, but back then, he was fucking with the whole locker room, that guy. Rock vs. Punk round 2. I don't think you're going to get that. That's how they get you. In my opinion, The Rock should make a surprise appearance to help Cody overcome the bloodline. So that Cody wins the title and Roman Rock happens at SummerSlam. Right, but that's not a SummerSlam main event. That's a WrestleMania. If you're going to make money, you're making money with that match. This is why WWE should have just given Cody the belt last year. Okay? This is because WWE fucking knows everything, right? And by the way, last year was a Vince call. So it shows you how fucking old that guy was. I mean, Cody was hot last year. He should just give him the belt. The story's completed. It's over. He would have had his run. You could beat Cody at the Royal Rumble. Roman bloodies him, pulverizes him. And then The Rock comes in. And Rock goes, motherfucker, what are you doing? You look like a dick. And that's when they do Rock and Roman. But they're missing something here. If you're going to do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, you got to add the daughter. You got to have Rock's daughter involved. Like the bloodline, they're running roughshod on everybody, and then they get the daughter involved in the bloodline. And that's where Rock has a problem. And that shit, you can't... Everyone's going to buy into that. Everyone's going to buy into that shit. Like, yeah, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want, but once you get my kid involved, you guys are fucked. You got to deal with me now. But they haven't done that. So I don't know if they're even going to do that match this year. They're teasing it, but they've been teasing it for like 5 years now. Technically, it wasn't his last one. Yeah, I think that's what he said. Technically, yeah. The Rock hasn't wrestled at Mania since 2013. You don't count the Eric Rowan thing. Yeah, he just rock bottomed him. That was because he was under contract with the movie companies. They didn't want him wrestling, so he did the rock bottom. Would you want to see Rock versus Cena, the rematch? I saw that twice. I don't need to see it again. I don't think you guys are going to get that either. There's really no difference between SummerSlam or WrestleMania. WrestleMania brings the money. A lot of money. They could still do Rock and Roman this year. I'm not saying they won't, but I think if you add the daughter into the mix, bro, that story you just re-jump started that story. And the payoff of Rock beating the fuck out of Roman is going to be really good if you do that. Because why does Rock care that this guy's running roughshod as the head of the table? You know what I mean? Rock looks like fucking Tiny from Clay Fighter. I don't know if you guys saw that on Monday. Google Tiny from Clay Fighter. Yes, we're on at 9:30 tonight, Eastern. Thursday? I don't know yet. Whatever time this event thing ends. I'll post online when we go live. So you think Rock is going to have another title run? If he beats Roman for the belt, maybe. Hey, they might do Cody and Roman. Cody wins, and then Rock comes out at the end and beats the fuck out of Roman Reigns. We don't know. Everyone's so like, oh, Rock is taking Cody's spot. We don't know what they're doing. Maybe Solo will come out again to spike Cody, and then The Rock fucking runs out of the crowd. Rock bottoms all these motherfuckers, and Cody wins. Then you set up SummerSlam. You could do that. They treat SummerSlam like WrestleMania at this point, but I agree WrestleMania makes more money. Yeah, if you're going to do the biggest match, you're going to do that. Or you can have Rock cost Roman the title, and then at WrestleMania 41 do a Rock and Roman. No belt. Thunders, what's going on, man? How you doing? Just Google Tiny, LOL. I love that idea of The Rock's daughter joining the bloodline. It's the only thing that makes sense, right? Like I said, Rock coming back, what does he care if Roman is the champion and got the family? Who gives a shit? But the minute he gets the daughter involved, that's when the father jumps in. And he's going to beat the shit out of him. They got to do that, man. They teased it one time. At the NXT show, they had Heyman backstage talking to the daughter, The Rock's daughter. What about The Rock taking the title from Roman? And do you think Cody versus... No, it's not going to be Cody versus Rock. They could do Cody and Roman. Cody beats Roman. And then The Rock could come out and beat the shit out of Roman Reigns. Like, it doesn't have to be for the belt. I don't care if he wins the belt or not, The Rock. I really don't care. People get butthurt over this stuff. It's fake fucking wrestling. Who gives a shit? Who cares if he wins the belt? That just means somebody younger is just going to beat him. It's not like Rock's going to win the belt and then Stone Cold's going to come out and fucking challenge him. And we got the Attitude Era again. Who cares if Rock wins the belt? That means somebody younger is going to come out and beat him for it. Maybe Rock beats Roman, and then Damian Priest fucking cashes in and walks out the champion. So you did the biggest match in WrestleMania, right? And then Damian Priest just beat the biggest star in fucking wrestling. How is that such a bad thing? Right? Sounds pretty fucking good to me. That's what I'm saying. Wrestling fans so ass hurt about this stuff. Ooh, the belt. The belt looks like shit. It's got a big W on it now. It's not a real world belt. They haven't cared about that fucking belt in over 10 years. The minute they put that big ugly W on it. Cody, what's going on, man? Speaking of Cody, Cody's here. I can't believe Roman is still champion. He's been champion for 5 years straight. Excuse me. Did he beat Hogan's record? I don't know. Apparently Hogan's coming back too. They're doing a 40th anniversary of Hulkamania. The Sheik almost made it, man. The belt is mustard yellow now. Yeah, it's got... My favorite belt is the Attitude Era belt. Okay? To me, that's a real world title. You know, people like the Winged Eagle or whatever. That belt was okay. People like the Undisputed belt. I thought that belt was ugly. It looked like the tag title. The tag belt. And you got people that like the spinner belt. Roman needs a couple 100 days to beat Hogan's record. I guarantee you, MILF man, if Vince was still running it, Roman would be champion for another 2 years. That's what Vince McMahon's problem was. If it worked, he just stuck with it. Meanwhile, the fans are dying. They're like, can you give us something different, please? No, they don't. The fans don't know what they want. Yeah, they want you to fucking have Cody Rhodes beat this guy. That's what they want. The Attitude Era and the big gold belts were kings. Yes, I have both. I gotta get the ECW belt at some point. If you remember the version 1 of the Undisputed title, it was very small. And then they looked at Lesnar, they're like, we need to make a bigger belt. And they did. The version 2 belt is fucking like gigantic. Probably like this big. When they gave it to Rock, the belt was bigger than fucking Rock. And we're like, oh yeah, he's losing that belt at SummerSlam. Like you knew just by looking at the damn belt. You're like, Lesnar's going to kill him. The Attitude Era was so clean and nice. Yeah, it was great. Now the tag belts look like dimes. Yeah, I know. Hopefully they fix all that stuff. It's somewhere between 200 and 300 days Roman would need to pass Hogan. Bro, fuck that. Just take the belt off. Maybe Hogan will beat Roman for the belt, huh? Can you imagine Hogan does the 40th anniversary and then the bloodline comes out? Hogan challenges him to WrestleMania, and that's it. He's the only man that can beat Roman Reigns. The hardcore belt was dope as well. Thanks, Kurt Hennig, for destroying the Winged Eagle. Yeah, it was Mr. Perfect that smashed it. That's what I like about the Attitude Era. Because, like, Boss Man was a cop in the 80s, right? A generic cop. But he comes back in the Attitude Era as a corrections officer. You know what I mean? Like, that they took the old gimmicks and just modernized them. And it worked. It was great. Hardcore Holly. He was tired of people making fun of him for being Sparky Plug. He started beating the shit out of people. He became Hardcore Holly. Fantastic. I just thought it'd be funny they're trying to take the women's division more seriously, but they still had crappy butterfly belt until a few years ago. Well, that belt's been gone for almost 10 years. Always liked the European title and the Intercontinental. Not the Warrior one, but the Attitude one. Yeah, me too. The belts were different. They were cool looking back then. Dude, the Intercontinental title looks like a piece of shit now. He will pass Hogan? Bro, if he passes Hulk Hogan, I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching another 300 days. We're talking WWE, Cody, and if you want, Thursday I'm going to be on my wrestling channel with a live stream. Subscribe to that channel, Cody. The videos are all privated, but we're going to go live on Thursday on that channel. So if you want to talk about wrestling on Thursday with us in the live chat, subscribe to that channel. What titles do you have? I have the Attitude Belt. I have the WCW title. I have, those are all the belts that I have, like the wrestling. I have a custom belt for this place. I have a Mario Kart belt. I think that's it. I'll show you my belts if I get my phone. I'll have my phone in my bag, I guess. The Poly Mega. It's at UPS by my house. It's ready to go. It's going to be delivered tomorrow. So it's here. Tomorrow you're getting a Poly Mega unboxing video. I don't follow wrestling, so I've been checking out this conversation. Nice. Oh, I see you message me, MILF man. I'm sorry, I had my phone in my bag. I didn't even... Good thing Eli got me. Let me know what was going on. Why is my shit from Amazon coming tomorrow now? This stuff's supposed to come today. Package delayed in transit. And they want more money for this shit? Alright, let me pull up my belts. You guys remember this? Remember that one? Here's a Mario Kart belt. Here's my belt for the store. There's all the belts. There's a WCW belt. Comes with the bag. I have the WWF bag for the Attitude belt. Here's the Shops belt. I don't have that one. They don't make the one with the WWF logo anymore. They have like bootleg ones you could get on Amazon, but they're from like India. They're not even like made over here. Like the leather that's used is like some bullshit design on it. I got fucked on my WWF Attitude belt. You know why? It's got the two plates. It's got the main plate and then two plates. But by the snapping pieces, there's a third plate, a WWF Attitude plate, and they put those on the. I got the first run of the Attitude belt. You had to pre-order those belts from a guy named David Korn. It was a weird name, but he was the only guy, and I think '01 that was allowed to distribute those belts. And I had to pre-order that belt. They weren't even available to the public yet. And later that year, they added that little third WWF Attitude plate. It's a black plate. It's colorized, but it's at the very end by the strap. I don't have that. And my WWF logo on the belt is gold. It's not white like the actual belt. So I have like one of the very first replicas of that belt. But the Smoking Skull, I wish I would have had the money for that back then. But it's hard to find like a legit Smoking Skull with the WWF logo. You can get it with the WWE logo, but it's fucking stupid. That's not what I want. You want the actual belt. I have the plastic version of Smoking Skull as well. I was able to afford the $12.99 for that one. This is back in the day when I got that. Amazon sucks. They went up $50. Amazon keeps doing that to me. It'll get out for delivery, then it's like, oops, it'll be out there tomorrow. Can The Rock and CM Punk save wrestling? Yeah, they can. I think WWE's in a good spot right now. Now that Vince McMahon's not there, like, I think they're okay. Corn, like corn on the cob. That's the guy's name, or it was his name. Yeah, I would have to get the Smoking Skull and the ECW. I had to get all the belts, right? I like the WCW United States title. That's a really good looking belt. That was better than WWE's US title. WWE's US title was garbage. They fucking destroyed that belt. I don't understand why the NXT title wasn't the World Heavyweight Championship, the WCW belt. Because you literally have guys from NXT that would win that belt, that would have some sort of credibility. Hey, I was the world heavyweight champion. Don't fuck with me. Yeah, well, you on Raw now, motherfucker, and the WWE title. That's great. But when you show up to Raw, they don't even say, yeah, he's a former NXT champion. It's like nobody cares. It's not even a flex. But if you won the WCW title, because of the lineage, that's a flex. And you think, well, if you give him the world title, who cares? Then he won't want the WWE title. No, the WWE title is the main title. That's what you want. Jamion, what's up? I mentioned you on Noof's podcast, Jamion. Not by name, though. They said something, and I was like, yeah, one of our guys says that all the time. And you missed all the car talk yesterday. I forgot what they asked me. They were talking about something, and I said, yeah, one of our guys always says that. So if you watch the podcast back and you hear me say that, I was talking about you. You'll know what it is. I forgot. I already forgot. So Samsung made an OLED 32-inch monitor. Triple H's announcement tomorrow is not related to a TNA working agreement or anything related to that company. There's absolutely nothing to that connection being made. PW Insider. Okay, so maybe that's not it then. Look at Perry Saturn. Somebody put this on Twitter. Perry Saturn and his cat. I don't know, man. That's a pretty bad photo. WWE plans to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania. You better hope CM Punk's not on that show. You're doing all the wrestling talk tonight? Well, what do you want to talk about? 4K and 120? Yeah. Then they're probably like $1,000. Funny if WWE scooped up TNA while AEW flounders with Ring of Honor. We'll see what happens. I've not seen WWE in years. Yeah, I don't really. I just thought I'd get back into it because CM Punk came back. I used to turn into a Tiger Man or whatever the guy's name was from a few years ago. Oh yeah, that's right. Him and Punk have heat. Yeah. Punk called Hogan a piece of shit. That's why Eric Bischoff always shits on CM Punk. Because Punk cursed out Hulk Hogan. Hogan actually fucking shot back at Punk. He was like, I was main eventing Madison Square Garden while you're pooping in your diapers. That's what Hogan said to CM Punk. And it's like, bro, that's a stupid comeback. Nobody cares. Yeah, he don't like Hogan. I need the Delano, me too. Everyone has heat with Punk. Does Warner Brothers have anything to do with wrestling? Yes. They used to own WCW. And now they're dealing with AEW. And now they're trying to get WWE on their network too. So if they get WWE on TNT, they're gonna kick AEW off that shit. That looks bad for AEW. Well, you reap what you sow, right? Waiting for WBD to announce the WWE deal and drop all bums wrestling. Bro, the fact that this stuff is going on with Jericho and nobody's like saying anything, it's pathetic. Everyone made a huge stink out of Ric Flair for something Ric Flair did fucking 20 years ago on a fucking airplane drunk. Okay? But Jericho, he does this shit a couple of years ago, and everyone's like, nah, he's a great wrestler. You crucify Flair, but you don't crucify the guy that recently did this shit. Who should have known better. Dude, if you're gonna go after one guy, go after the other guy. It's bullshit. It just goes to show you that it's all Jericho wrestling over there. Suspend the guy. But they already know. They already know what happened because they signed the NDAs. That shit happened right before they got on TV. So Tony Khan already knows all that. It's nothing new to him. But the fans are finding out now that this possibly could have taken place. And AEW sweeps it under the rug like they don't care. Well, he got booed out of the fucking building on Saturday or Sunday, whenever that pay-per-view was. And the fans are going to boo him out of the building tonight, too. It's pathetic. Jericho's a fucking clown. And AEW are fucking clowns. For freaking protecting this guy. If nothing happened, come out, make a statement. Be like, hey, I don't know what everybody's talking about, blah, blah, blah. I like how Tony Khan was like, we don't comment on internet rumors. And I'm like, your company was an internet rumor. You fucking idiot. Dude, cutting this thing wasn't even enough to pull this thing off. I'll wipe my scissors off. It's the first thing I'm eating all day. Doesn't comment on internet rumors, but he's on Twitter all day. Tony Khan is a playboy. Or he's peanut butter. I don't know what you're saying. So we'll be live tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. There is some gaming news. Apparently the Switch 2 is going to be $400, which is what we kind of knew. It's going to be released next to the Switch. Again, we kind of knew that already. Not answering any messages from a U.S. veteran. That's true. That's all right, Eli. That's just going to help you get a job in WWE. Bro, the minute you tell WWE that, they're going to hire you. And they're going to treat you like gold. Because they want you to tell that story on the air. Bro, what Tony Khan did a couple of months ago for Veterans Day, the day before they had a house show or something on Veterans Day or a taping, the day before, he's like, oh, because they couldn't fill the fucking building. Oh, if you're a veteran, we'll give you 2 free tickets. Just come down to the box office and show your ID. It's like, bro, and they're acting like, oh, we love the veteran. It's like, bro, you're full of shit. You couldn't fill the fucking building. So that was your quick thinking way of getting people in. That's kind of pathetic when you do stuff like that. If you're going to do that stuff, promote it. Say, hey, you know, like a month in advance. Be like, hey, we're going to be here on Veterans Day. Any veteran? Great. But don't do it the night before when he can't fill the building. That's fucking disgusting. Oh, there's some garbage bag in there, so I gotta... Oh, the other banana peel's in there. Alright, I'm good. Apply. If you think you're ready, apply. If you don't think you're ready, finish up with your pan, then apply. Why didn't you throw the peel in front of the cart? So let me ask you guys something that, right here, right now. Because of this flash card, or cart, is the Switch 2 going to be digital? Is Nintendo going to pull the trigger? Because why are you keeping the old Switch next to the new Switch? If the new Switch was backwards compatible, wouldn't you just have the new one and phase out the old one? And by the way, they're saying that this is like an upgraded Switch. So it's not even really like the Switch 2, it's more like the Switch Pro. I know Nintendo wants to keep both because they don't want people to like get confused. But if it's not going to be backwards compatible, you're going to confuse everybody. I'm thinking it might not be backwards compatible because why are you releasing both of them at the same time? I mean, granted, the DS was backwards compatible with the 3DS, and the new 3DS played 3DS games. But, I mean, what are they doing? Like, where are we going with this? This is why Nintendo doesn't fucking... They don't tell people what they're doing, and it sucks, because we have to speculate until it's announced. And who knows when they'll announce this thing. Switch Fu. Nintendo doesn't know what to do. Does Nintendo have enough time to make a change? What do you mean? There were rumors last summer that they were working on a digital Switch and a physical Switch. They could turn around and be like, yeah, just mass produce the digital ones. Apply, always lie on an app? What? Apply and always lie on the application. Okay. No, he doesn't have to do that because he has a resume. He's got a portfolio going on. They need to make money on remasters for games that just came out. I hope it's not another Wii U situation where no one knows what the hell it is. I think they'll be fine this time, but we have to know what's going on. What if their marketing says cartridge only? Then it's going to be cartridge based. But they're putting themselves at risk because this new cartridge, you literally pop it in and it works like a game. Their security is borked. The current Switch is like dead because the minute this card comes out, it's going to be a million clones. No one's going to buy Switch games anymore. Well, not no one, but a majority of people won't. Their security is compromised at that point. Yeah. If Nintendo wants to stop all the piracy, you got to go digital. And I'm sure even the digital machine will get fucking cracked. But it's going to be harder. Unless their security, once again, is fucking weak. It's an interesting topic to think about. I hate that it's like midnight outside when it's only 5:30. I wish I could show you guys everything, but the camera is not moving. Hopefully it's backwards compatible. But I'm saying, what if it's not? Like, then it's something to think about. And again, I'm not fear-mongering or anything. I'm just, we're brainstorming here. You're an hour ahead of me. It's 4:30 here. The Peach game and Paper Mario Remaster are going to get killed by the flash cart. Yeah, man. It's not going to be a good look for Nintendo. And that card is shipping this month. I didn't know this, but it's Team Executor. It's the same guys. The MVG guy did the video on it. Yep, 9:30 tonight. Sometimes these guys are a couple minutes late, so between 9:30 and 9:45. That's why I told these guys last night. I was like, you need to be on there like a half an hour early, because we're not going to be late for Noof. We're going to be on time and we're going to be ready to go. The minute he sent me that link, I sent it to them and we all jumped in there. What do they launch the Switch 2 with? Mario Kart 9. Felt like my eyelash got over here. I really need a new Mario Kart. Keep the old one on life support. The updates, but still. I like how they said that Deluxe Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition was the final version of Mario Kart, and then they made like 10 DLCs after that. And the whole point was, well, everything's on the cartridge. You're good. MP4, that's going to get pushed to the next one. Unless they have that game ready to go, but remember, they had to scrap that game like a year or two ago, remember, and start over. Yeah, I got scammed. I paid full price twice. Then had to have online for the rest. Yep, we all do. We all have Metroid Prime 4. I want that Polymega, man. I gotta be here tomorrow. The guy next door has some broken consoles. They're not broken, but he wants me to test the power cord. He has a couple. I think he has one or two Xbox 360s. He thinks the power cord broke, so I gotta test the machines, make sure they work. I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 since the Switch came out. I know. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. This sign, Stone Cold is Cartman's father. It was an Attitude Era sign. They will launch GTA 6. Yeah, GTA 6 might come out. Metroid Prime 4 still won't be out. Bro, the current consoles will be fucking done by the time Metroid Prime 4 comes out. I can't find a cover for this game. Where's this custom cover? Okay, if this is the actual barcode for the game, I'm going to use this cover. I'm going to put the original front on it, though, but... Oh, can this thing not scan the OLED? This doesn't work on when scanning the OLED. Bro, the OLED cancels this out. Because when you hit the red light, as soon as the red light hits the OLED, it cuts out. I didn't know that. Let's type it in. That's it. That's the real... Okay. I'm using that then. Been waiting for a Skies of Arcadia port since the Wii. Sometimes you never get what you want. Halfway through the console life cycle, we finally get games. You know, man, there are so many games that are out, but I still feel this generation's a bust. The fact that Xbox is going to release games when their new console is going to be out, it's like, well, what came out for this machine? Like Blade. This is why, okay. This is why I'm starting to get like Xbox fatigue, okay? Because they come out and they say, yeah, Fable's like 2028. It's like, okay, but it's 2023. Or 2022 when they announced Fable, whenever it was. You tell me I gotta wait another 5 years for this game? I just bought the machine now. I understand if they say, hey, the Series X is delayed, you know, we're going to have games coming out in 5 years, blah, 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 blah. Great. But I bought this machine now, and you're telling me the game's not coming out until the next machine comes out. So what am I doing with this machine? That's Xbox's main problem. And like I said last night, they can make smaller games for the fan base while they're working on the big ones. They have the money to do that. Like I said, and I said Banjo Kart Racer, and somebody said, ha ha ha, you're an idiot. People want Banjo and a kart racer, not Banjo Kart Racer. It's like, right, but you want a kart racer with all the Microsoft characters, right? That's what I was trying to say, and I said Banjo by accident. I didn't know he was going to get eaten alive, but that was in the chat room, not the podcast. Anyway, You can give us a kart racer with all the IP characters. You can get that done in a couple of months. Just get a small team together and say, hey, listen, we want this kart racer. It's going to be on Game Pass, obviously. It's another perk to have Game Pass. You're going to get access to this kart racer. While we're working on Perfect Dark, here's a little kart racer game. You know what I mean? It would be cool. They could do it. They could totally do that stuff, but they don't do it. Because Microsoft is too focused on trying to become Sony. Like with the big games. It's like, but that's not why I bought the Xbox. I bought the Xbox for arcadey type games. If they want to make exclusive games that have like good stories, great. I'm all for it. But in the meantime, you can make little games. You're a big enough a company to do that. And I know, they got to do budgets on. I get that, but someone in the creative team has to sit down and be like, okay, this game isn't ready yet. What can we do for our subscribers and our fan base? Well, you could do a kart racer. Good idea. Let's get a group of about 50 people or less, put them in a room, and tell them just to make a kart racer. You don't need $350 million to make a kart racer. Diddy Kong Racing 2? You might get that. You never know. Why even announce stuff that far out? What's going on? Ukulele? What? What? You know what they should do? They should do ukulele meets Banjo-Kazooie. That would fucking sell. And that would help both franchises. Because then people, what are you going to do, right? People are going to go and buy the ukulele games. They're going to buy the banjo games. It's a win-win for both companies if they merge. For like one game. Not forever, but... Alright, see ya. Hey, I want to open this in Paint. And where's the other one? Did I not save that? Alright, let's save that. I should open GIMP. That's it. I mean, the back is a custom cover. What are you going to do? Once I can find the back for this game. Back cover. There it is. Road to the Heisman. It's literally the same background. It just has a different guy. There's one for PlayStation. I literally just need to take this one part of the image. Just need it in like HD. Oh, Walmart has it. No, it's blurry. Here's a clean one. it's kind of blurry. Okay, I found a decent one. I had to remake this box. Copy. New. Paste. Save it. I had to remake this box art. This is ridiculous. It's the fucking internet. You can't find a picture. I got it. I had to remake the box art. That's ridiculous. I should fucking upload this for people so they can find this stupid thing. NCAA 13. There you go. Got it. Beautiful. Delete all this NCAA shit. What are you guys saying here? I missed whatever was being talked about. Had to go salt the porch. It's snowing. Oh man, we're getting that this weekend. Let me see cover XP. Excuse me. Cover XP. It's undercover XP. Undercover 10. Here it is. Undercover 10. That's what you want. Let's print this out. Yep. Alright, so let's drop this in here. DVD box, Xbox 360. Print. Let's use the Brother printer. It's our new printer. Let's see how this prints, man. Apparently, this is the ink that you don't need to replace for like a year or something. Close this browser. I'm getting confused. RWK, gotta mail your stuff tomorrow, man. I'll get it out though. Not bad, right? 99-inch pythons. What? Let's cut this, and I'll go get the I'll go get a case inside, and fit it in. Get a price tag on this, and throw it up on the shelf. Yellow snow. What is this, South Park? Alright, let me go get the case and put it in there, get it priced, and get it on the shelf. Thing's been in the book for years. Time to get rid of it. Ugh. Man, that slides right in there. There you go. Not too bad. I need a SmackDown vs. Raw case also, 2010. Let's see if they had that on the cover project. Cover project 360. No, I don't want your PDF shit. WWE. No, they don't even have that here. Oh wait, this page 2. Hang on. 2009. I need 2010. Is it under SmackDown? No. Okay. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Xbox 360 cover art. And all this bootleg shit comes up. There's a bootleg cover of Mickey James on it. I found a box art for 2010, but not 2011. I'm sorry, 2011, but not 2010. You're killing me over here. Yeah, someone needs to make like a cover art archive or something. No, not here. Some guy put MVP on the box art. It's like, bro, Vince isn't pushing MVP. So here's what I have to do. I have to take the fucking PS2 box art and Frankenstein that with the 360 cover. Because there's no way to do this. Again, that's like what I had to do with this one. And then there's a bootleg box art. It actually has the spine for the 360. So I have to like do all this crazy shit. The Mickey James cover is blurry. Great. There's all custom covers on his shit. Xbox 360 spine. It's funny, I think I actually made this box before. might have made this already. Some dude in Vegas got denied bail. He jumped a bench and attacked it. Jesus God. Shit, man. Some crazy people out there. I already printed the box for it. I was gonna say, I thought I already did this. And I did. Alright, good, that's done. Let me see what else I have to print out. I have a GameCube game. What is it, Jedi Knight or something? I'm so lost on this iPhone. No. Just Dance 4, Kabuki. And I need Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Outcast. Okay. Let's go back to the cover project. GameCube. There. Star Wars. Of course, I don't have it. They have every other Star Wars game but that one. Let's go to J. Maybe it's under Jedi. No, only Jimmy Neutron's on here. Okay, what's the next game? On the Wii, Just Dance 4. Yeah, it's here. Only have the Canadian cover. Download it. Who cares? And then Kabuki. It's not here. Okay, so I need to make a case for, or look up Jedi Knight 2 GameCube cover art. Here we go. The full art's right here. Beautiful. Although the guy cut the barcode out. Fucking idiot. This case is blurry too. One that's not blurry. For those who care to fuck about college football, Downhorns, SEC, And the down horns. Well, if anybody likes football, talk to this guy about it. He's in the mood to talk about some football. All right, give me that. I'll throw this here. Print. I don't have this up here. I think this is Bounty Hunter.
Ah, I have the case up here. What the hell is this all about? Oh, good thing I didn't print that out. Alright, we're good with that then. What else do I need? Let me check Just Dance 4. HIJKL. Nope. Alright, we'll print out the case for Just Dance 4. What's this? More Baja. HI. Cool. Well, give me Just Dance 4 then. Just Dance. Where is it? It's right here. Alright, what's the other game? Kabuki? It's Cranium Kabuki. Alright, so those have covers for Just Dance I don't. So let's get this over with. Close that. I think I'm done with covers for today. It was glorious watching Michigan throw Bama around. Bama. There you go. Acknowledging the special teams. Does anybody want to talk football with this guy? I kind of feel bad. I don't know anything about football, so I know you're telling us, which is cool, but does anybody watch football that can talk to him? RWK, don't you watch football, man? See if you agree or disagree with what he's saying. There's Just Dance 4. Michigan game was a poop show. Missed calls against both teams. Both teams messed up a plenty. Michigan lucked out in overtime. You can't miss tonight's show. It's a must-see. Thank you. I'm not going to use this case per se. I just want to see if it fits. Fits nice. There you go. I'm going to look for a white case. Yeah, tonight it's me, Anthony, and Fred. All I want to know is Switch 2 coming this year. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Apparently something came out this morning that it's 400. They're going to ship it to coincide with the Switch. And that's all we know for the most part. And apparently it's more of a Pro model than a Switch 2. So I don't know what that means. It's a mid-gen refresh, even though it's like end of the gen refresh. Again, this is just stuff that came out this morning. We don't know. I don't think I have any white cases on me. These are all. I'm the one likely not going to be able to watch it. Well, Jamie, I hope the snow isn't that bad, and I hope that you are okay. I hope you keep your power and everything, because I know what a pain in the ass it's going to be. We're getting it on Sunday. Saturday into Sunday we're going to have it. I'll be stuck in the house. Of course, the guy was supposed to come install our generator. Well, we had to buy everything first, but he was supposed to like do all that stuff. But my wife didn't get around to it. And now it's going to snow, and I'm like, shit, I hope we don't lose power. I just want the current Switch to be able to get modded. It's already moddable, man. You can do it right now. And they got that card coming out. I think 1 to 4 inches or 4 to 6 inches. I don't remember what the hell they said. Is NCAA back compat? No. Only on 360. I know what I'll do here. So I can find a... I used to have a ton of the blank cases for these things. I can't find them. They're not in my garage anymore. In my car, I might have a white case for Just Dance. But for now, I'll stick Kane and Lynch in this thing. And let's keep it in the closet until I can get an actual case. There you go. NCAA, NHL. there. Put it in the closet. I did not know it could be modded, because last I heard there wasn't any reliable... Bro, the Switch has been modded since it came out. But, if you have the original Switch from day one... If you have a Switch from, like, the first 2 years that it came out, you can mod it. No problem. If you have one after that, like up until now, you can't mod it. But a card is coming out this month that lets you play all the games without any modification. You just stick the card in and you play all the games. That's what I'm saying. The Switch 2 is coming because the Switch 1 security has been defeated. Apparently, they can't patch this out. So, we'll see. Let me check the closet for a Switch case. We're closed. It's already 6:30. Put these inside.
Turn the light off over here. I got that sticker off. I remember Nintendo punishing a guy for modding. Well, he wasn't just modding. He was pirating all that stuff. He was creating those mods. And that guy, by the way, is the guy that created that Switch card, so it looks like he hasn't really learned anything. That guy literally got out of jail and they created this Switch card. It's the same guy. Bowser. Ironically, the guy's name is Bowser. He also modded the Xbox 360 drives back in the day. These companies should hire this guy just to keep him under wraps because he's not going to stop doing this stuff. Hire the guy. Have him show you like how your security's borked. And have him plug the holes. Well, these companies don't do that. Sony kind of does it. They have the bug bounty program, which Sony has paid the hackers over $600,000 so far. So they got money. This case is ridiculous. I would just throw this shit out, but I kind of need this case. I have this one game right here. I'm gonna have to pour something on here, like alcohol. I have Goof Off, but again, I don't want to deal with that. It's gonna smell and everything. We could try the tape method. This iPhone's annoying because it keeps saying, oh, you might like this person as a friend. It's like, leave me alone. It's a work phone. I don't friend people on that phone. So it's a Switch card, like a game cartridge. You put an SD card. You put the SD card in your computer. You throw your ROMs or your games on it. Take it out of your computer. You put it in the little card, and then you pop it in the Switch, and it just plays the games. And that's bad because that means their security is cracked. And you can do it on any Switch. Yeah, simple stuff. Come on, buddy.
This was the game that Eli traded in. Fucking stickers all over the case. I don't know why people do that. I put a little sticker right in the corner here. And yeah, sometimes it sticks and it's a pain in the ass to get off, but I put one little sticker there. I don't put it on the spine, I don't put it on the top, I don't put it... It's annoying. And then I gotta clean this shit. That's gonna drive me crazy. It's probably gonna be on Amazon. What is the card called? Hold up. I'll tell you right now. The MIG switch. MIG switch. Here, I'll show you. Here's the guy's channel. Not the guy that made it, but the guy talking about it. That's a video you can watch. Oh shit, I gotta pick that up. Okay. Sometimes these antibacterial ones. These are the ones you need gloves for. These are like not for human hands. Sometimes when you wipe these into the sticker, it kills the glue. Circular motion. Doing this all for a game that might not even sell. Just remember that. This is work. No way Nintendo allows it to happen. It's happening. It's happened before with the R4 cards and the DS. A slasher. I didn't see the slasher. I saw that they made a slasher movie. But I didn't see the trailer or anything. Why even make that shit? Like, 10 people are gonna watch that movie, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing a little ha-ha on Disney, but it's like, who cares? It's just stupid. Majority of people don't even watch those movies. Well, look at that. We got that whole sticker off. I just have the glue here. I have to get another wipe. Get this out of here. Circular motions. I'm gonna wear this stuff down. It'll break down a lot quicker. Look at that. Again, I got the glue over here, but the whole back of it is cleaned off now. So I'm going to do the front now. So you're going to be doing unboxing when you get it, referring to the MIG card? Yeah, if I get one. I probably will get one, but I'm not going to, like, order it from an unknown site. I'm sure Amazon's going to carry them. And I'll pick one up, or eBay or something. They're not going after people buying them. They're going after people who are fucking selling them, so... It's like the old R4 days. You'd buy the R4 card and use them on the DS. In fact, the same people made the Gateway card, which I had like 10 years ago for the 3DS. Man, this glue is rough. So we got the paper part off, but we still have the glue. Now, if the glue doesn't come out, we can dry it off and then use the tape. A lot of times the tape will just pull the glue right off. What model consoles do you have? Everything. GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Switch, PS5, PS4, 360, original Xbox, PS2, modded PS1s. I've modded everything. I also have stock consoles. Modded PS3, Dreamcast, Saturn, PS1. I said PS1. PS2 Slim be modded. Yeah, you can mod it with a fucking boot disk. You don't even need anything. You can literally download an app on your computer. Like, put your game in a CD-ROM, back it up, drag that file, that backup file, into like this app on the computer, and then burn it. And it just plays in the PlayStation 2. You don't even need anything. Oh, or you can use a memory card exploit. Same thing with PS1. You can use a memory card exploit. Just load shit right up. You don't need mod chips anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy what these guys are doing. These homebrew guys. With the boot disc? Wow. That's the old method of playing bootleg games on Dreamcast. Bro, they've been having self-bootable games since fucking 1999. You don't even need that Utopia disc anymore. Alright, I'm drying this stuff off because I'm going to use the tape now. Whatever. All you need are the right apps and a PS2 memory card. You could do that too. You don't even need the memory card though. Like I said, you could just burn the games after you back it up running an app. The ESR loader. It's gonna constantly put this tape down and pull up the glue. It's coming off. Might seem tedious, but it works. Look at all that. You can see now the bottom mostly came off and the top is almost off. So I'm going to use another piece of tape. Just do the same thing. Keep dabbing the tape on it and pulling it up. did the fat PS2 HDD thing a while ago. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't even do that. I bought that adapter for the SSD. It's still in my room somewhere. I still haven't gotten around to doing that one with the SSD. We did Ludwin's like a couple of years ago. He had a PS2 Slim. I got a Samsung Fit Drive with like PS1 games on it. Or does that bolt? I don't even remember if I have PS2 and PS1 games on. Because of the McBoot memory card, he just turns the machine on, goes into the loader, and he plays whatever he wants. He just wanted the MLB games, but I gave him Twisted Metal 2 on PS1. One's fine. There you go. No more glue. I have a little glue patch back here, which I'm going to do now. Never thought I would have to do this, but... we're almost there. Well, we could get Kane and Lynch out of here. We use custom firmware. Alright, hang on. I gotta answer the phone. Alright. It's coming off. I love doing this. That's it. It's off. No glue. Nothing. Done. It's crazy, right? You have to do all that shit. Shout out to GameStop and whoever else puts the stickers all over these stupid games. Nice. I'm going to put the front. Let me try to get... There's some sticker right there. I'm going to try to get that off a little bit. It's the residue from that yellow sticker. Okay. Alright. That's really good. It's better than what it was. There you go. Remember, this covered the whole front, and a sticker covered the back.
Got all that crap off. That's it. It could go up on the shelf. Looks good. It looks like a game. Whereas before it didn't look like shit. Okay, what I want to do is good job cleaning that sticker off. Thank you. Appreciate that. Because it obviously you saw it took me some time. And again, that's a game that probably no one's gonna buy, but I don't want stuff like that on the shelf. And it had that yellow GameStop sticker over here. When I went inside, I peeled it off. You have to be careful. But I don't want those yellow stickers. None of those yellow stickers are any on these games over here. None of them. I peel them all off. I don't care. That shit's disgusting. Yellow stickers. That's lazy. When I see that, it shows people that you're lazy. Well, Kane and Lynch Deadman is the first game. Okay, that's all locked. Let me get a tag on Kane and Lynch, take a photo of this stuff, get it on the shelf, and get out of here. The worst is when they put it on the cover. So I know, I hate that. I showed Frank, man. Hey, Frank found Tournament Fighters for NES at Goodwill for $5 fucking, okay? It had Blockbuster stickers all over the front. Like the label, on the label. He brought it over. We got all those stickers off. It looks like there was never a sticker on that thing. If you send me a photo, Frank, you find it one day, send a photo. I'll paste it in the chat. Or I'll paste it on the video here so the chat can see it. How clean that label we got. That was crazy, man. I didn't know if we were going to do that. Just Dance 5. Just Dance 4. Here it is. For $360. Well, what about the Wii? Just Dance 4. Here it is. It says we have 4 copies. Obviously we don't. Gotta rearrange my Blu-rays. Okay, that's done. Let's print a label out for NCAA. New. This is
Okay. And Kane and Lynch. This is got 3 of these. I guess I do. Buffy Angel, the rest of the weed and stuff. No wallet holder. Keep your discs. You don't know, man. They might shoot up in price. What I hate about this fucking iPhone, when I take a photo, it never saves it in 16:9. It always defaults to 4:3. Drives me nuts. And then it always saves the photo as sideways. All the phones do that though, not just iPhone. Okay. Just in some used Xbox 360 P. All right, Jamie, I'll take care, buddy. I'm gonna go too. I just had to get this stuff done. Okay, plug my scanner in here. Close this. Close that. Turn this off. Boom, that's done. Pull this stuff out. Oh, this price tag that I peeled off is all over me. All right, I'm going to run. Everyone take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Keep them all in the CD wallet and the binder. I would say, hey, listen, don't throw your cases out like me. I threw a bunch of my Blu-ray cases out like an idiot. Blu-rays are selling for crazy fucking money now. I have Dutch on Blu-ray. It goes for over $200 used. I could sell that shit for $200 tomorrow. And you know what? I might. It depends. So I'll catch you guys later. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live on this channel for Game Complainers, episode 500, and I don't even know anymore. So I'll catch you later.